Cool. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Valiant PSA. Basically just about contacts. Hello. As I'm sure you can guess, I am wearing my contacts right now. Basically, like a lot of my other stuff, this is just a quick talk about my experience with this new thing. So first off, contacts. I've had them for, God, I want to say like a couple weeks, almost a month or so. Basically, what you do is you see your eye doctor, you say, hey, I obviously wear glasses. I'm interested in trying out contacts because, X, Y, and Z. My personal reasons, honestly, and this is going to sound a bit childish, but mainly related to cosplay because, I do a lot of characters who unfortunately don't wear glasses. Go figure. But also, I was thinking, I could talk about this for the channel. So I wanted to talk about it in case there are people who are interested in getting contacts, but for whatever reason have some kind of reservation about it. So, what was the experience like? Well, first off, you see the eye doctor that check your eyes, of course. I'd gotten mine checked back in January, so I didn't have to get rechecked. I saw the eye doctor, they sized my eyes, figure out okay, we need this size contact lens, this prescription, da. And basically once they got the contacts in, I was called back into the office to be trained to put in contacts because contacts require a bit of training. It's not, honestly, it's not rocket science, but it can be a challenging thing to do. Because basically what you do is, you hold your eye open, pretty much like this, zoom in, you have the contact on your index finger of the dominant hand, so that would be my right hand, but that's holding the camera right now, so I'm not going to use that. But basically, you have your contact lens on there, and you stick it into your eye. And honestly, this can be a bit harder than you would expect. I remember at training, it took me honestly about a half hour or so to get, both my contacts in. Taking them out, I feel is a bit easier, though I will be 100% honest with this. In my week of training, because after the initial day of training, they're like, okay, try out contacts for a week. See how it feels. If you like it, then we can order contacts and go from there. And I did, of course, because I'm talking about it. But, in that first training day, it took me probably a half hour just to get contacts in. At this point, several weeks later, I've been doing it off and on. I can do it within probably 5 minutes. And that may sound like a terrible achievement, but it's the way it is. Sometimes contacts go right in. Sometimes it takes a few tries. Sometimes, I tried the right eye. That doesn't work, so I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm going to go to the left eye, and then that works, and then the right eye works, and then, I don't know, it's just something. So, it's, like I said, it's not rocket science, but it can be challenging, and at times, you're doing everything right even. Oh, hey, I got, my eye pulled just right, I got the contact in the right position, stick it to the eye, pull your finger back, and it's still there. Why? It can be terrible and frustrating. And that was one of the things I was taught in training. But, yeah. And of course, you need to have contact solution and your little, contact container, capsule, whatever thingies. And remember to mark them so that you know your left and right eye. Because your left eye might be a bit different than your right eye, like mine is. I think my right eye is better, if I remember right. But whatever. But, overall, would I recommend contacts? Honestly, I would say it's worth exploring if you wear glasses. Like I said, you get trained, by the optometrist. Again, the basic just holding your eye open some way, pulling it down, pulling it up, pulling it some direction, and trying it out. It may take some time, unfortunately. That's normal. It's fine. If you plan to pursue this, it can work out for you. if you get frustrated and don't do it, well, it's not going to work. So just bear that in mind. Like anything, it takes practice to do. So, don't get discouraged. I kind of did, and but I pressed forward and I did it. The second thing, for the week of, training, my optometrist was like, okay, we're going to give you a schedule of, how you're going to wear your contacts. So like days 1 and 2, it's like, 5 hours, 6 hours, just to get used to it, see if there's any reaction with your eye, redness, itchiness, etc. And then ramping up to the end of the week, going, like 8 hours. So there's that factor also. So like, you get that initial training day of like, okay, I can put in contacts. Cool. And then you get the week of, okay, can I put in contacts consistently and will they react well to my eyes? And you figure that out. And then, at the end of the week, you decide, okay, I got my prescription. I can see my optometrist whenever, be like, hey, I would like to get some contacts. Luckily, because I work at a certain store, there is, the optometrist right there, so I can just do that stuff there easily. Also, because my insurance is through work, it's cheaper for me, I think. And really quick, just for reference, the contacts that I have, I'm not going to go into name brand, but what I have, two boxes, for the left and right eye. Okay, here. This box holds the contacts for my left eye, and I have another box for my right eye. The two boxes total were about $60. And in them is, I want to say it's six sets. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? No, it's 6. Yeah, sorry. I'm not very prepared, apparently. But 6 sets of contacts. These are like the ones that I trained with, which I was told would last about 2 weeks to a month. Basically, the lenses would be dirty or my vision would be blurry, would be the indicator for, hey, you should change out your contacts because they're not working so great. The reason I got these new contacts, like I want to say about week 3 or so, was because I actually lost the left contact, I think, or the right, one of the two. And I was like, I don't have contacts and I wouldn't mind wearing contacts. So yeah, so this should cover me for up to, I would say, 6 months. Lowballing it would be about 3 months. So, $60 for, so like $10 a month for contacts for what I have personally, just saying. So that's something to take into consideration as well. Whereas if I just keep the glasses that I wear, which I wore from like 2011, 2012, I want to say, to 2017, 2018, I was fine. Yeah, 2018, January, because I saw the optometrist and all that. But I'm also 30 now, going from like 24, 25 to 30, so like it could be different, older. I gotta say all this stuff. And of course, I have to close this out with, if you have any other pressing questions about contacts, glasses, etc., I would definitely suggest talking to your optometrist or eye doctor. I hope optometrist is the right one. But yeah, because they'll have a lot more answers than I do. Their procedures for training and such may be different than what I went through, but at the very least, with what I've relayed to you, you have a baseline experience to go off of. And honestly, I hope that helps you guys out. Me, I will say contacts are frustrating. It takes time to get used to getting them in, getting them out. Well, getting them out for me, honestly, is a lot easier. But it's worth it, Like, I like my glasses, I do. But I also like just wearing contact. Like, I can just look around and see, and I don't have to go, oh no, I smudged my glasses. Or, oh no, it's raining outside and I have to protect them. Or, oh no, I'm stepping out of the cooler and they're all foggy now. So, I don't know, it's just a personal preference. If you're interested, it's definitely worth exploring. I will say that. For sure, 100%. I'm wearing contacts right now. And that's really about it. So if you're interested in contacts, talk to your optometrist, eye doctor. Or if you want to learn more about my personal experience, hey, talk to me. I'll let you know what I know. And then I'll refer you to the optometrist. So, cut out the middleman of me and talk to them. They know what they're talking about. I'm just a guy on YouTube with contacts now. Or glasses, depending on the video. All right, everybody. I think I've talked enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. And yeah. So until next time, everyone, have fun, stay safe, keep hydrated, and, always keep your eye on the prize. Because seeing, whatever. Peace out, everybody.